What's up, nerd family? It's me and
Landon.
Lil Sus,
Okay.
aka Lil Sus. Never get tired of that. What's up, guys? Oops, didn't mean to do that. Hope y'all are having a good Monday. How's your Monday? How's your Monday? What's going on? How's your Monday, Landon?
Been all right.
All right. Fine.
Ooh, no, it doesn't.
Uh,
It was was amazing.
wasn't amazing, I think. No.
Um,
All right.
boring.
Boring. I'll tell you what. If you guys missed the stream last night, the stream was a lot of fun. Sunday shenanigans here on Poindexter Lounge. Uh, it was a lot of fun. We had a really good time last night. We played some Cards Against Humanity. We watched some videos. It was fun. It was a good time. We talked about some great topics. What's up, Judy Stock? What's up, RJ? Katsuka? Good to see you. Anchorman is here with the cheese stream. No cheese today. I did have a banana and peanut butter though. I got the protein and the potassium, got the energy. I got the Hypro Glow now. You know what the Hypro Glow is? There used to be a dog food called Hypro. Uh, uh, their commercial was like, "My dog's got the Hypro Glow." Hypro. And so I got a dog. His name is Joe Anthony, and he's got the Hypro Glow. Son in the house. What's up, Arkham? Oh, what are you watching?
Said hi, Enoch. How are you? I just got the Batman Lego set, the Batcave. I also got that. The big Technic Batmobile because I'm not paying $100 for it.
Is that from the movie?
Yeah. The Batcave is sick. And with the Batmobile,
Where is Lord Johnny Pop? He's at home. Okay, Jimmy, I saw your comment just a few minutes ago, Ashley, that you just left on that video about Emmett Smith. So yes, Emmett Smith is definitely in that discussion as well. Obviously, I mean, you know, he definitely holds the record. But here's the thing about Emmett Smith, though, and I feel that this is probably the consensus with Emmett Smith. Like, I feel like people feel like Emmett Smith is in the position that he's in because people like Barry retired. You know, not take away from Emmett Smith, he's a great running back, great running back. Obviously, one of the greatest of all times, right? Um, and look, I understand that like you can't really say, you know, like, well, like what would Barry have done if Barry had, you know, continued? But then you kind of can ask that question, like, what would Barry have done if Barry had continued? You know what I mean? Like, it's just, I get the, but I get it. Yeah, Emmett Smith, man. Emmett Smith is a great running back, definitely, and right there in that conversation, you can't exclude Emmett Smith. And nobody else brought him up in that conversation either. But great running back for sure. Great running back. You know who Emmett Smith is, Landon?
football player.
Do you know who Barry Sanders is?
I yeah. I have.
Little stuff, everyone.
Okay. I don't watch football.
No, I know.
I usually watch it when they're like either our team.
I'm only kidding because I am a Cowboys fan. Yeah. No, that's cool. That's cool. No, but yeah, but like you Suck just brings it up. Like Emmett Smith played a lot more years, so but he was, man. Emmett Smith was durable, man. He you know, but Suck is absolutely right. Barry did what Barry did for the Lions. You know what I mean? Like he didn't have the option of playing like with the Cowboys or you know, like a team that actually had a line that like actually helped him. Like everything that Barry got, Barry had to do on his own. I mean, pretty much. It was all. All right, I think you guys can hear us again. Sorry about that. Just a second here. I gotta prop this in here. Yeah, right. Barry could make a 5 yard loss a highlight reel. I know, man. Barry was something else, man. He made all that stuff happen, bro. Like it's just crazy. What I really want is for Enoch to do a rice stream where he eats as much rice as he can in one big bowl. So that bowl,
it'd be like a
that,
little bit of rice.
yeah, that bowl wouldn't be very big, bro. Enoch can't eat like Enoch used to be able to eat. You gotta remember, I had bariatric surgery, so my stomach is like that tiny. So yeah, it wouldn't be very entertaining. It would not be entertaining. Wouldn't last very long. Cowboys had a lot of Hall of Famers on it. Would be very happy. Well, yeah, exactly. You do suck. Like it's amazing that Barry was able to accomplish what it's amazing that Barry Sanders is in the running for that. No pun intended. But it's amazing that Barry Sanders' name is included in those greatest of all times, you know, for what he accomplished, given the team that he played on. He played for the Lions. Like, and the Lions were awful. I mean, the Lions are always awful, but the Lions were awful during those seasons. And Barry Sanders is considered one of the greatest running backs of all time. And he just quit. He just retired. He was just like, screw this. And he was like, I'm not, like, literally, the Lions and their management and their lack of drive and everything of like, you know, trying to put together a good team and everything, literally kind of took the uh, uh, it took the fun out of it for him. Like, yeah, yeah, no, I mean, yeah, that Cowboys team in the '90s was stacked. Yeah, Emmett, Irvin, Aikman. Yeah, man, you know, yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, last night's stream was fun, wasn't it? We played some Cards Against Humanity, so it was fun. It was fun. It was an interesting night. Um, but yeah, Sunday night shenanigans here on the lounge. Tomorrow is Tiffany's birthday. Ready for Tiffany's birthday tomorrow? What'd you get her? What? You didn't get her anything? Little sus. Little sus.
Tomorrow was her birthday. I didn't realize it was already February. Flew by.
What's up, Bruce? What's up, my friend Bruce? See here. Here's what we're gonna do. We're going to where's the invite button? Yeah, there we go. Invite a guest. Let's see, maybe we can invite some people. Somebody wants to join. I thought that was a Jurassic Park car for a second. Kind of looked like a Jurassic Park. Oops. Back one. There we go. There we go. the hell did it? Did I do it? Yes, it did. All right. There we go. What's up, Bo? Yeah. Jimmy says, with the way the league is now, nobody's breaking Emmett's record. Well, they keep changing stuff, so now it's harder and harder for people to accomplish, what they did, So I'm still mad at Netflix because they're making me wait until 2003 for Ragnarok season 3. Is that show any good? I've not watched the show Ragnarok yet. Hanging out. I'm dropping Landon off at his mom's. What are you getting? Oh yeah, Landon's gonna show us a cool Superman thing. Landon has an original comic book from Superman the movie.
Not a comic book.
Or not, coloring book. Sorry, coloring book. Original coloring. What's up, Andrew Casali?
There's a comic book. That would be better.
Yeah. Still says yes, that show is amazing. I have not seen that show yet. I might go to the car here. Get myself stretched. My audio is messed up. You guys hear me all right? I don't have just a mic on. I'm just going through the car. Okay. Get over. I have plenty of room. That it was. You guys hear me all right? Might be because of where this is. I don't know. Just because he's in the car. Yeah. I'm in the car, so sounds like you're far away. It's not horrible. Okay. Let's. I'm wondering if it's going through this mic right here, or okay. Tell me if this makes a difference.
Does that make a difference? Does that sound any better? Is it picking up any better? You can tell me if that's any better. Did I hear Superman? Yes. Say Superman the movie and Integrity 101 magically appears. A wild Integrity 101. That's better? Okay, cool. Yeah, I think it was because it was picking up through the car. So I turned it off, and so now it's picking up through the phone. So Landon's going to show us the Superman the movie coloring book. So how's everybody's Monday going? Oh, good. I'm glad it made a bigger difference. Cool. Yo, Enosh, what's up, Bradley? Haven't seen you in a while, Bradley. Hey, 187. Hey, man. I'm having a hard time. I can't find my receipt for shipping your movie. Oh, wow. Dude. This is amazing.
I know.
This is not what I expected. When you said coloring book, I'm not thinking, look at this.
That's why I said it would be cool to frame it and put it in the living room.
Gosh. Let's be very, very careful. Oh, are you kidding me?
There's a couple colored, but
Okay, open up that. My gosh.
but it's in great condition, honestly.
Wow.
That's all it is.
Okay. Hold on. Can you help me? I think you're supposed to
It's a story coloring.
this one.
It's a story coloring book.
Ah,
So
okay.
like it has.
Oh my God. Look at this.
Yeah, and there's a couple.
Look at this. Check this out. Okay, look at that. Careful. Got Clark. We got to get a good Superman shot though. Oh my gosh. This is so... We're doing this from behind. You see that good? Look at that. That is fantastic. Did they say where they found this?
It was Andy's.
Andy's had this all this time?
And they were going through the barn and they found it. He said that he thought of us when he saw it.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Let's show one picture of Superman here. We'll show it better on the screen another time, but
Yeah, it definitely is cool.
that. This is fantastic, Landon. Wow.
Didn't expect that when I was talking about
I
it.
did not expect this at all. This is awesome. Look how big that is. It's huge. Love the graphic, man. That's like a poster in and of itself.
That's why I said it'd be cool to frame.
I can't believe he's had this whole time. 1978. Dang, giant story coloring book. Wow. That is so cool. That is so cool, man.
You can take to the house.
Yeah. Yeah,
Do
for
something
sure. For sure, man. Absolutely. Absolutely. Love you, bud.
Wednesday.
Wednesday. All right, bud. Love you too. That's my boy. That's my boy. Let's see here. Oh, you had a Batman 89 coloring book like that? Oh, dude, that'd be awesome. That'd be a great like side by side. It is a keepsake for sure, man. Yeah, we're gonna frame that. We're gonna frame that. It's gonna be cool. Yeah, we're not gonna rip that. Nope. We're being careful. I could literally smell that used bookstore smell just looking at it, right? Right? Yes. Superman underwear should be backwards. Wow. I'll give you $60 million for it. Do you accept Monopoly money? I will take your $60 million, but no, I do not accept Monopoly money. It will have to be real money, but we will accept it if it's real money. It is awesome. This is so awesome. It's gorgeous. Oh my gosh. I just can't believe that. Like he said that he had that. My goodness. Right? It's awesome. It's very cool. Bradley says, if you go on tonight, I'll hop in because I miss y'all. You got, we love you, Bradley. Yeah, man. Haven't seen you in so long, bro. Haven't had you on in a long, long time. Did they take Man of Steel off? And the end of the month, Batman 89 and Batman Returns are leaving next with. Yeah, what the heck, man? Literally, what the heck? No. I don't know, man. I'm going to, I'm gonna try to run out to the chiropractor. I need to get stretched. I need to get stretched. What's up, Belle Breed? Yo! Yo, yo, yo. I was watching Belle the other day. She's in the car. She's going around shopping. She's talking about some stuff. Yes, she was. She was talking about some stuff. Belle, I don't know when you joined, but check it out. My son just got this Superman the movie coloring book from my friend Andy. He's my former drummer from years ago. My good friend Andy. Man, I gotta turn this the other way because I can't leave that in the car. Like somebody can see that and be like, oh, they'll think it's like, oh, that's worth a lot of money. I'll have to jump in and get that. Right? I leave it in the car. That's how people are. They have no idea, it's not really worth anything. Yep. Bell was talking about some stuff in the car. Oh my goodness. Making all the young kids blush. You're talking about all kinds of stuff. But I need to get some new tennis shoes. But I've had a problem lately. You know, when I was growing up, from the time I've been 15 years old, I've wore a size 15 shoe. And I back in the 90s, like I could find shoes no problem. There's just no problem. Just walk in anywhere, they had size 15s, man. I could get tennis shoes, high tops, whatever I needed. All of a sudden, like nobody has my size. I've got to like order them. Says I have lots of experience, so I just try to help the boys out. Yeah. Hey, some of the boys need some help. I'm just saying, some of the boys need some help. You know, the guys, they need to pay more attention. But you know, that's the problem. Is like a lot of people nowadays, they're not lovers. You know, they're not too many people aren't in tune with each other nowadays, you know? Like they don't put the time in to know and understand and care about, you know, their their mate. You know, they just don't do it. You got to put the time in. I I've known so many people that I'm just like, man, you kind of feel bad for them because you could tell they're kind of awkward in their own skin. There's been some people before that I've kind of laughed at myself, kind of chuckled to myself, like man, I wonder how they ended up having kids because like you can tell that they just don't feel comfortable. Man, you got to feel comfortable. You got to be comfortable with your mate, and you got to put the time in to understand them and know them and be comfortable with them. You know. And it's funny when Tiffany and I were going through marriage counseling before or wedding counseling or whatever, not marriage counseling, you know what I mean? Um, we did this like online thing where you have to answer all these questions. You go separately and you answer all these questions separately. And so it was funny because we scored super high on everything. And listen, um, you guys know what I do, but I've talked about it before. Like my grandma raised me to never be like embarrassed about things like sex, talking, to like talk about sex or this truck. Holy cow, that truck was really close. To talk about, things like that, but to be confident and to be uh you know, I don't know what's the word I want to use. Just to not be, naive and you know, but to be confident in those things and to not shy away from discussions about relationships, things like that. And so, when Tiffany and I got together, we had both been married, we both had kids. Uh, you know, like we had all those discussions right up, and unfortunately, people from our background like ours or whatever, religious people or whatever, they just get really angsty when it comes to stuff, those kind of topics, right? They don't want to discuss them and they act like we shouldn't discuss that stuff. And no, that's the opposite. God created sex. God gave us sex, created it for pleasure as well as procreation. It's there for a reason. And and actually what's interesting about that is that it's that intimacy, right, that brings people together, strengthens your relationship, strengthens your bond. That's why I also feel, I mean, this is how I feel, that makes it a very sacred thing. It makes it a very personal thing. And that's, to me, it's just very serious. And so, but it's funny because Tiffany and I had those discussions, already. Like we were straight up with each other, right? We didn't shy away from it. We knew going into the relationship exactly what we were expecting, exactly what we thought of some things, you know, what some of our desires were, what some of our expectations were, things like that. And it was funny because, we're sitting there with our former pastor, and he was very he was very awkward. He was very awkward. He's exactly who I was talking about when I said like you wonder how like somebody had kids, because like just very awkward, very naive, very much like, oh, I mean, just nervous around anything. I would see him talk about relationships with people, and I would just be like, dude, how in the world do you have 3 kids? Like, I just can't imagine. Like, just very uncomfortable in his own skin, right? And it's funny because we got to that portion of it, and we scored like all of our stuff. We scored super high on it, like like mid 90s to 100, right, on everything. And we got to the sexual part of the discussion, and he stops and he goes, "Oh well, you guys scored 100% on this. You guys are like really compatible and like on the same page. So I guess we don't have to talk about that portion." He wanted to skip it, and I was like, "No, no, let's talk about it." Well, I don't know. Let's talk about it. So we actually just kind of messed with him, uh, talk about sexy time and sexy stuff. It's funny. It's funny. You're right. The Dark Knight. You know what? Read Song of Solomon, man. Song of Solomon or Song of Songs, it's sometimes called, is all about relationships. It's all about relationships, and it's all about most of it's about sex. It's about intimacy. You know, uh, and there ain't nothing wrong with that. And it talks about some stuff that people feel uncomfortable with, and like I've even seen some people like it. It talks about some. It's pretty straight up, right? It's very straight up and says exactly what it means. And it's funny because there's a lot of people, who are religious who will say, well, just because they don't like something or they're uncomfortable with something that it's bad or it's wrong. And Song of Solomon, man, is straight up like, look, I do this, right? I mean, just is. We're just being straight up honest here. So I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. It's a great book. It's a great book. Great reading. Integrity. So a priest can't have sex. So that's in the Catholic religion. Priests are not able to be married or to have sex. They swear an oath of celibacy, just like a nun does. A nun does the same thing. That is not my background. I am not Catholic. I'm a Protestant. I'm not denominational. Uh, but so I do not have those kind of rules. Those are not. Yeah, I would not make a good Catholic priest. I would not be down with that. As they would say. Um, yeah. So yeah, I am not down with that. But look, man, some people feel that that's the way to go. And honestly, I'll be honest with you, I don't even understand the concept of that. Like from a biblical standpoint, I don't understand why they feel the need to have that rule. Because the Bible even talks about uh those who lead congregations or flocks or whatever, to be the husband of one wife, to have a spouse. So I you know, I'm not Catholic, so I'm not really sure, what that is. I don't know why. Unfortunately, I think sometimes because of some of those rules and because of the secrecy and the thing, I mean, that's what's led to some very unfortunate things. So, yeah, it is what it is. What's up, William? See you, William. Uh, Elsa says, why people get so nervous talking about sex, like it's the devil, is a natural thing. Well, Elsa, like you're in Portugal, right? I don't know how it is in Portugal. This is something that I've tried to talk to, fellow believers about, and people like, like uh, people in leadership, right, in the church and stuff. Uh, it's a very Western thing. It's a very Western kind of thing, like where here in the United States, sex is, I mean, is everywhere, right? And it's very rampant, but people look at sex in this very dirty way that it's like something we don't talk about. We don't discuss sex. Um, and I don't know why. I don't know why. And I've tried to explain this to people because one of the things about like having a global audience, you know, is you start learning about things like from other cultures and stuff, and you start learning like things that we are very, weird about here in the United States. Uh, the rest of the world is not that way. They're not as pent up about things like that. And it's not a biblical thing, you know. Uh, there's all kinds of sex in the Bible. There's all kinds of stuff in the Bible that talks about sex and relationships and all those things. And so it's interesting to me. You know, it's a very kind of Puritan kind of, thing that is awkward. It's awkward. It's flat out awkward sometimes. You know, people are having sex, but yet we act like we don't want to talk about it. And discuss it. And unfortunately, that's how people end up getting misinformation. People end up, getting hurt. People end up, you know, I don't know. It's just, it's very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. But yeah, you know, people are doing what you got to do. Yes. So Bell, this is my favorite episode of South Park. Okay, it's my absolute favorite episode of South Park. It is the episode of South Park that got me into watching South Park. Because I had watched South Park, here and there, for a couple of years. But I didn't understand. Like, I think I watched South Park like a lot of people watched South Park back then. Was, oh, it was just, dirty and it had told dirty jokes or whatever. It was that episode of South Park with the Catholic boat. The love boat soon will be making another run. The love boat promises something for everyone. Set a course for adventure, your mind on a new romance. And love won't hurt anymore. Let it go. Da 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 da. It floats back to you. But that episode is where I realized South Park is an awesome social commentary and talks about things that are going on in our society. You know, uh, yeah, and that was a huge thing going on in society. Like right then at that time, there was there was a lot going on with the Catholic priest situation. But like if you watch that episode, that episode is a great discussion about how people talk crap out their mouth, right? They talk about stuff that they don't know what they're talking about, and they make excuses for things in the name of God. And great social commentary episode. Favorite episode. I'm glad you brought that up. Amparo says, hello, it's about money, so they leave everything to the church. I don't know, man. Like, like that's yeah, I mean, if that's what they want to do, I guess that's up to them. That's not my thing, man. Yeah. Bell, I need to hear you say this. I need to hear you say this on a stream because I'm just imagining you saying sex is bad. Okay. Okay. Sex is like drugs. Drugs are bad. Okay. Shouldn't do drugs. Okay. Oh my gosh. What's up, Jesse Allen? Good to see you. Yes, Michelle, I hope that you're open to be able to have those conversations with your kids. There's all kind listen, there's all kinds of discussions to have, yes, South Park really pushes it and it's freaking hilarious. It is. I love how they push the envelope on that. You're not wrong, Jordan. You know what? That's actually a really great point because they talk about so many social issues as they're happening. I mean, they're able to do that show in as little as like a day or two, right? So they can pull up stuff that's happened like right now and change it. You know, they can change their episodes. Uh, yeah, look, I wish people were more open to talk about stuff. Look, I get in trouble sometimes because I'm not so wound up on stuff, right? Uh I've had people, give me a hard time because I'm more open and I'm free to talk about stuff and I find things funny that other people don't find funny. And I just I just don't think I look at it this way. God created us, God created sex, God created things for enjoyment, for pleasure, and for fun. And listen, if you're having sex and it's not fun, you're you're doing it wrong. If you're doing it out of like, I hear people talking about like that they're having sex out of obligation, and I'm like, listen, and listen, I will say this: I understand there are people who have, like, I want to preface this because I don't want to appear like I don't understand that there are reasons why people have sexual hangups, and issues. There are absolutely situations where people have been hurt. There are situations where people have had bad experiences, emotionally, physically, they've been mistreated, they've been abused, things like that. That is a completely different story. That is something that is absolutely understandable and absolutely like you have to deal with and you have to work through. And sometimes it takes a lifetime of working through it. If you're with a partner who is experiencing those things, you have to be understanding of those things and you have to work together with them and you have to uh, try to help them through that and encourage them because there's so many people who have been abused and hurt, right? Uh, and then there's just some people who like they literally just hold their partner captive, you know. Uh, they use sex as a weapon in relationships and stuff like that, and but that's not right, you know. Just as if your partner has issues that need to be worked out, and you need to be compassionate and understanding and those kind of things. And you also, honestly, you have to make a decision if you are in a place and able to handle that type of relationship going forward, right? Uh, that being said, in the opposite of that, if you don't have those problems and you're just holding sex over somebody's head and using it as a weapon and withholding it or whatever, the Bible talks about that too. The Bible actually talks about not withholding sex from your partner. That people should be getting it on, man. If you're in a relationship, if you're married and you're whatever, that like that is part of your life. That is part of what strengthens you. That is part of what keeps you going, man. You know? And so like I said, you got to be in tune with the person that you're with, be willing to listen to them, learn from them, learn what they like, learn, what makes them tick, right? And have fun, but like I said, it's unfortunate. Michelle says, Inash, do you think it's harder for a parent to talk to a son about sex or talking their daughter about sex? What is your opinion? Well, I don't have a daughter. I did when my sister was 16 years old, she did come to live with me and I was her legal guardian. And I think it was a little harder with her because uh like she had a boyfriend, for example, but I found some messages to her that were very inappropriate, and I had to kind of put my foot down with the boyfriend. But it was harder because she was a little bit more naive and she was more vulnerable to him, right? With my boys, we had to talk with all three boys. We just sat them down. We said, "This is how it is." But I think like those things, you don't just have like the moment where you just talk about it, right? And it's an ongoing process. It really is. It's a process, and you got to continue it throughout a long period of time, so that when you do get to the time where you actually talk about the ins and outs, you know, they're ready for it, and it's not just a shock to them, right? Oops, sorry guys, I might be in a bad area. Oops, let's see if that works better. Sorry guys, I may be in a bad area because I'm on the phone. But you got to start those conversations, you know, at an early age, and not just think you're going to drop it all on kids all at once, right? You can't just drop that kind of stuff on kids all at once and expect them to process the whole thing. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. All right. Well, it sounds like my audio may have gone haywire here, but I got to go anyways because I'm here at the chiropractor. Stretched out real quick, and they close in like 15 minutes. So, but good talk. Good talk. I like talking about stuff. I like talking about we can have the good conversations about stuff that that you're, you know, some people would say you're not supposed to talk about, you know. Hey, I'm here to talk. Here to talk about it all. Okay? Sorry about that. I'm here to talk about it all. So, all right, guys. Hey, I love you all. I hope that you all have a wonderful evening. Hopefully, we'll be back with a show tonight. So look forward to that, and don't forget, tomorrow's Tiffany's birthday, and then Wednesday, big announcement here at the channel. Big announcement. Can't wait for you guys to know what's going on. All right. Talk to you guys soon. Stay nerdy. Have a good